Hello, everybody. Happy Freedom Friday. It is April Halburton here from Offer HR and Business Solutions. I hope everybody can see me. Happy Freedom Friday. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to clean my glasses here so I can see. How's everybody's Friday going? Let me pop my little lens out here. Oh, goodness gracious. Little lenses here. Hold on one second, folks. 1 second. I can't see. And I can pop my little lens out of my little glasses here. There we go. Now let's clean them up so I can see. Let me see. Is that better? Oh, that's better. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is April here from Offer HR and Business Solutions, and I hope everybody is doing well. So I'm dropping in with you guys again because we are getting ready for 2023. I know that everyone is like, "Hey, we still have time." I know everybody's saying that. We still have time, right? We still have time. Let's clean these glasses up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so we are getting ready for 2023, and so you know that with HR, preparation is key. Okay, preparation is key. Okay, so today we're talking about HR metrics. Okay, I know everybody gets scared when you say metrics, like, oh my God. But you know, you have to be able to have those numbers to hold your company accountable, to hold yourself accountable, to hold your employees accountable, right? If you don't know where you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you are, right? So you have to be able to um, know where you're going. And so that's what we're talking about today is there are a ton of metrics that are available that are very important. I don't care what size your company is. I say at least from, I would say if especially if you're planning on growing. And in this climate, we're taught we've consistently went back and forth about how everything is a challenge, right? It's challenging. The climate is challenging. Business is challenging. Um, the market is everything is challenging. So you have to know where you are to know where you're going, right? That is key. I have not, and so we're going to talk about some metrics today. Just dropping in really quickly. Okay, not going to hold you long. If you don't know who I am, if you don't know who I am April Halbert, founder and president of Offer HR Business Solutions. And you know, our mantra, folks, is business can be like a circus, so don't let HR be an elephant in the room, be the elephant in the room, right? And so you know what that means. People like to kind of shy away from HR, but you have to get a handle on things, right? In order to grow your company, you have to. It's just no way around it. Been there, done that myself, where you kind of do the ostrich in the head or the ostrich head in the sand and kind of figure like if I don't look right, it won't be there, right? But nothing is further from the truth. My glasses are killing me here today, but work with me, folks. And so we're talking about HR metrics. Okay. We're working on, again, finishing up our 100 HR resources, which will be out in the next day or so. And then we're also working on the HR metrics calculator, which is an Excel sheet that has 50 HR metrics on there that are essential to your organization. Now, all of them may not be essential to you, but I can guarantee you, um, 80, at least 85% of them are going to be essential to whatever industry you're in when you're looking to grow your organization. Even if you want to maintain it, there are things that you have to know where your numbers are in order um, to go forward. Okay, so so let's jump right in. Okay, and let's talk a little bit about some numbers, some metrics that you need in order to grow your organization. And those um, metrics, you start with your cost per hire. We know that the market is challenging, and so you want to know where you are at your cost per hire. And when you're looking for your cost per hire, um, you are looking at your external costs, which are the costs, say, for running ads, or if you're sponsoring ads on a job board. Those are considered as external costs. Okay, so it's external costs plus internal costs. And yes, I'm using my notes here. Okay, divided by the total number of hires in a time period. So you want to maybe do maybe 90 days or 6 months or a year. Okay, or 2 years, whatever applies to your organization, whether you want to know what your cost per hire per year is, which is a great number to know when you are doing your HR plan for the next year. How many, what was your cost per hire? And again, that the cost per hire is external costs, which again is like the money spent on your job, sponsoring job ads on job boards, or if you're using a recruiting agency, okay, or a head hunting agency. Those are considered as external costs. If you are running an ad in a paper, those are considered as external costs. Your internal costs include if you have a HR specialist or a HR manager, and what they're doing is the amount of time that they're spending, okay, on recruiting, okay, on doing posting the jobs, preparing the job descriptions, interviewing. That will be considered as your internal costs. Okay, and then that's divided by the total number of hires in a time period. Again, whether 6 months or a year. So if you have external costs, say a roundabout number, um, say $1,000, okay, for your job sponsoring job ads in say 6 months, and then your internal costs. So you may say $500. This, because they're spending, whoever's doing those tasks, what is their hourly rate or their salary? Those numbers are added together and they're divided by the cost of the total hires that you have hired in a year, whether in that time period, 3 or 5, divided by the number of hires you've done. And if you've hired 5 people in 6 months, if that's the time period that you're using, or a year. Okay. The next thing is your turnover rate. That's a very important number because you want to know how long, what is it costing you? Turnover rate is a huge number. It's very important in your business. And so that's the number of separations during, say, a month average or 6 months average, divided by the average number of employees during that month. So if you have 5 separations, that's individuals that's left the company during, say, a 6-month period, average divided by the average number of employees during that month. If you have, say, 50 employees, okay, and then it's times 100. I have a sheet. If you want that copy of that sheet, that would just comment HR metric below, and I'll send it to you. Absolutely, we not a problem. We have a HR metric um, monthly report that you can have, and you can use it monthly, or use it for 6 months, or use it for a year to come up with your numbers. The next number is your turnover cost, total of the cost of the separation for that individual, the individuals that have left, and that's individually. So that is the total cost of separation, which would mean like training, plus the vacancy, plus the replacement and the training. So how much is it costing you um, to when this person has left? So you may have to hire a temp until that position is completed, right? Plus the replacement, right? And the training. So you're training your new, whoever your new hire is. So you're going to add those costs up to come up with your total turnover cost. Spit it out. Okay, so that's another one, turnover cost. And absence rate. That's another one. If you have a high absence rate, you definitely want to get a handle on that immediately. If you're losing, you have a high turnover rate, you have people in that revolving doors, employers like to refer to it. We all do, that if you have a high turnover rate, you have people that are leaving in 90 days, people that you are hiring and they're never coming, they're never showing up, or people that you're hiring and they're leaving in 90 days or 6 months or a year. These are numbers that you must absolutely have a handle on and reduce. And so the absence rate is the number of days absent in a month divided by the average number of employees in a month times the number of work days times 100. Okay, so again, I have a sheet here that I'm going to drop below. And if you want that cheat sheet, the HR metric, just comment HR metric below, and I'll send you that the email you, or that sheet. It's will definitely get you started on the numbers you need when you're getting your HR ready for 2023. Because again, you got to know where you are, right, before you know where you're headed. So you want to know your numbers for 2022, so you know what needs to be changed, what needs to be improved, so you can have an even better 2023. So we've already talked about the cost per hire, the turnover rate, that's the second one, the turnover cost we've talked about, and the absence rate. The next one we're going to talk about is recruiting cost ratio. Okay, and recruiting costs can be very, very costly. We often talk about that. A lot of small businesses, you join the sign up on the job boards for the free job ads. But the thing is you have to take into consideration, how long is it taking you to fill a position offering a free ad? Okay, how long? Is it 30 days? Is it 90 days? Is it 6 months? So if it's taking you that long to fill a position on a job board, right? If it's taking you that long, then that rate right there, because you're either having a temp in that position, or you have your employees that are picking up the slack for that employee that you're filling the position for. So that is costing you money. So that's why I say sometimes it's better to go ahead and sponsor an ad for, say, 30 days, and you want to look around it like Indeed and Glassdoor and Smart Recruiters and Job Recorders and see what's the best plan for you. A lot of them, the payroll companies now will offer you the opportunity to have to post a job through them, where they've partnered with, like, say, Smart Recruiters or Job Recruiters, and so you can post a job and get it filled. So if you're paying $200 or $300, but you're filling that position in a month, that's far better than doing it free and not getting the candidates you need. And again, the candidates you need is you're looking for um, candidates, good candidates, not just candidates, good candidates. A good selection of candidates so that you can get that position filled as quickly as possible. Because again, keep in mind, when that position becomes vacant, you're either putting a temp in that position, or you're having your employees pick up the slack until that position is filled. And so, yes, it is costing you money. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're looking for the job, when you're considering hiring. Hiring costs, recruiting costs are one of the expenses that a lot of companies, we spend a lot of money trying to get those top candidates. So you want to get them done, get those positions filled as soon as possible. So again, shop around and see what's the best price, what's in your budget, because you want to make sure you're doing a recruiting budget and a recruiting plan so that you're getting your positions filled as quickly as possible. So we talked about the recruiting cost, because that's a big one. Okay. So the ones that we've talked about today are cost per hire, turnover rate, turnover costs, um, absence rate, and recruiting costs are the ones that we've talked about today. And so I have a cheat sheet. And so if you want that cheat sheet, just comment below HR metric and I'll send it to you. I'll go ahead and give you that document, and it'll get you started. Um, Again, I'm April Halliburton of Fall for HR Business Solutions, and we're getting ready for 2023. Okay, we're getting our HR ready. So we are now in August. Lord have mercy, we almost through August, and so we got like 4 months left. Yeah, 4 months. I don't know where 2022 went. I just don't know. but we're getting ready, because in HR, as a business owner, as a HR professional, as a HR manager, planning is key, right? Planning is critical to the success of your company. Okay, so um, again, drop HR metric down below, and I will be happy to give you this the HR metric report that we have for you to get started looking at your numbers. So don't get scared. Okay, don't get scared. Don't run away and go, oh, I don't need to know my numbers, because you need to know your numbers. Just like you need to know your marketing numbers, you need to know your finance numbers. You must know your HR numbers, okay, your HR metric numbers, so that you know where you need to go, right? Um, we have some great programs that are going that we're doing right now. We have the HR Foundation that was set up, that we're program that we have for businesses. We offer this is across the country. It's a great program if you are starting out, or if you're already established and you want to get those HR processes in place, right? And those practices and those strategies, so that you can focus on what you love and not focus on just HR. Okay. HR can be a scary thing, especially if you're kind of going through it blindly, right? We don't want to do that. We want to make sure we're in compliance. We want to make sure that you're protecting your company as well as your employees. And so we have the HR Foundation, and we can jump on a call, 10-minute call, and see if we're a good fit. If you are interested in that, just drop the link below. We have that program. That one is a $25,000 investment. We also have our the HR training, which is a 8-week course that will be starting up in September. And so drop it below. Let us know. Let's jump on a call and see where you are and if we're a good fit to get your HR foundation in place, or to get your HR, get your HR training. There's several modules, and let's just jump on a call and just see where if we're a good fit. So we have those two programs, and then we are launching the HR Success Hub Academy that will be launching in September. It's been a long year, but we're excited about that. But in any regards, if you're interested, let us know below, just HR Foundation. And if you want that, the HR metric cheat sheet, just put HR metrics down and below in the comments, and we'll be glad to get that to you. All right, so happy Freedom Friday, everyone. Um, so glad to have you aboard. I want everybody to have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy these weekends, because kids are getting back into school and getting ready to get back in school and all that kind of stuff. So get out and do some fun stuff, right? Have a wonderful Freedom Friday. We'll be back next Friday for our Freedom Friday HR questions. So if you have an HR question, you can drop that below. Hashtag Freedom Friday HR question. And if we pick your question, guess what? You get a free gift. How about that? All right, folks. So listen, business can be like a circus. Don't let HR be the elephant in the room. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. Be kind. I'll get with you later. Have a great one, everybody.